Hey guys, today I wanted to talk to you about increasing and decreasing your stitches in crochet. Now this is perfect for somebody who already knows how to crochet, but would like to start modifying patterns or even designing their own. As you probably already know, increases are made in multiples of 2, 4, and 6 usually, and that's because they're easier to work with. And also most magic circles will start with a round of 6 stitches, but sometimes you'll see 8. The basic way to start a circle is to start with the 6 single crochets in the magic ring and then increase it in each one of those to go up to a stitch count of 12. Then you'll see the pattern repeat. Single crochet 1, increase. Round 4, single crochet 2, increase. Round 5, single crochet 3, increase. Round 6, single crochet 4, increase. So you can probably see the only thing that's changing is the numbers that are in red. So what would be the next round? Single crochet 5, increase. And you can keep going that forever if you want. Now the only issue with this is that you're going to start to form a hexagon shape because all of your increases are falling in the exact same place. There is a way to avoid doing this though. Now, in order to do that, you have to split your stitches or your increases where they fall. So in the left-hand side, I have the regular way that you would do it. And on the right-hand side, in blue, I've marked off the rounds where I have split the stitches. And I personally like to do this in the stitches that have the even number, like single crochet 2, increase, single crochet 4, increase. I split it there just because it's easier for me to remember how many I have to end by. And I have seen a lot of designers do this as well. But you could really split it wherever you prefer. So see how I made in round 4 single crochet increase? Instead of doing the repeat of single crochet 2 increase, I've split that and just placed one single crochet increase. And then I go on to make my repeat single crochet 2 increase. And I do that for a total of 5 times only, not 6, because the last repeat is the one that I've split. And that first single crochet that should have been at the beginning to give me single crochet 2 is now at the end. Same for round 6. Instead of being single crochet 4 increase at the beginning, I've split that. So I've just put 2 single crochets and then increase. And I've saved those 2 starting single crochets that were supposed to be at the start. I've now placed them at the end. And you can just repeat this formula over and over. So the next round, you wouldn't split it, but the one after you would. Single crochet 6 increase, you could split that. So you would do single crochet 3 increase, do your repeat 5 times, and then do your last single crochet 3 at the end. Now this is the rule for increasing that I have found works for me. I want to take the current stitch count that I have and divide that by the number that I want to increase. And the total of that will tell me how many stitches I have to work with in order to repeat, in order to create a repeat. So for example, 54, if you divide that by 6, so let's say I have 54 stitches, right? And I divide that by 6. That will give me a total of 9. What that tells me is that I have 9 stitches to make my repeat. Now I know the increase uses only 1 stitch. So I'm going to single crochet 8 and reserve the last stitch to make my increase. So that would look like this, written in a pattern format. Single crochet 8, increase, and you would repeat that 6 times, and that will take your stitch count from 54 to 60. Now, sometimes you may want to go from increasing by a multiple of 6 to maybe a multiple of 8. I like to use a multiplication chart. And if, for example, let's say, let's pick the number 54 for, okay, so 6 times 9 is 54. So let's say I have a stitch count of 54, but I want to start increasing by a stitch count of 8. Well, I go to the multiplication chart and I look under 8. The closest number to that would be 56. So I could do one more round and increase just by 2. Or I could, try and maneuver my way around this so that I can get, like I could go down a round to 48, right? So instead of having a stitch count of 54, go down to a stitch count of 48. And from there, I can increase by 8 without a problem because 48 is a multiple of 8. So this is how I kind of maneuver my way around if I need to start increasing more rapidly or less rapidly. If you increase by 8, you're going to see a very drastic change in the shaping. And then if you increase by 2, you're going to see a very slight change. Okay, so now to talk about decreasing. Decreasing is going to be the same formula as increasing. You take your current stitch count and divide that by what you want to increase by, and that will give you the total number of stitches you have to work with. So for example, if you take a starting stitch count of 54 and you divide that by 6, because that's what you want to start increasing by, you'll get a total of 9. So this means that I have 7 stitches to do the single crochets and 2 to do my decreases. Now there's the change. With increasing, you only need 1 stitch to make your increase. But when you're going to decrease, you need two stitches to complete that decrease. So the way that this would look like in a pattern written way is single crochet 7, decrease, times 6. Anyways, I hope that this makes sense and that I was able to translate the way that my mind works when I'm trying to do this, and that it will help you. If you are somebody who wants to design, who wants to modify patterns, I encourage you to not give up and to keep trying. I personally have found so much enjoyment and fulfillment in doing this. I love the aspect of the problem solving behind it. There are other things that I have learned in terms of increasing and decreasing, especially when you have a stitch count number that isn't really even, what to do there. But I still have to think of how to formulate this in a way that I can explain it to others and it makes sense. So keep an eye out for that. I will be working on making another video that addresses that. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. If it was, please leave a like or a comment down below. Till next time.